Alright, we're going to talk about overthinking. Alright. Nowadays, you hear a lot of people say that they're victims of overthinking, not realizing that overthinking is actually a myth. Overthinking actually doesn't exist at all. You see, just thinking exists. Because people, they want to rely on the fact that it's the quantity of their thoughts that's the problem, when in reality, it's the quality of their thoughts. You see, you cannot have a thought and overthink that thought. You can only have a thought, and then you have the very next thought, and the very next thought, and the very next thought. Otherwise, we would just have one thought a day, and we just keep continuously overthinking that one thought, which in reality isn't the case. So in my opinion, overthinking does not exist. Just thinking exists. And the quicker somebody realizes that, the quicker they can actually observe their thoughts, as opposed to writing their thinking off and labeling themselves as an overthinker. And that's the next thing. Why is overthinking, if it exists, put into the bucket of something bad? Why are you a victim of overthinking? Why can't you be blessed by thinking you're an overthinker, right? And that's why I think that there's a massive misconception on this topic. You know, if you are a good thinker, then you're just considered a good thinker. If you're not a good thinker, you're all of a sudden a victim of overthinking, which doesn't make sense in my opinion. So that's why I tell people, it's not the quantity of your thoughts that's the issue, because you're always going to be thinking. It's the quality of your thinking. And the quicker you realize that, the quicker you can be mindful in changing where you don't like your thinking, right? Because there's different levels to your thinking. You have your healthy thoughts, you have your unhealthy thoughts, you have your desirable thinking, you have your questionable thinking, you have your curiosity type thinking, you have your logical thinking, you have your emotional thinking. And sometimes you need to sit down and question and ask yourself, which obviously is thinking in itself, where you're lacking, which areas of your thinking could be better, which areas of your thinking are actually good. Because just as some people are financially mature and some people are financially immature, you have some people that are physically blessed and some people that are not physically blessed. And in your everyday life, you can figure out where you're going wrong and where you could be, doing better and where you excel. And the same applies for the different levels and different area of your thinking. Some people, when they're upset, they think emotionally. Some people, when they're upset, they think logically, right? And it allows them to make better decisions, because every action is a product of your prior thoughts. Therefore, everything you do comes from the way you think, right? And in essence, if you want to change what you do, you have to change the way you think. And that all stems from understanding that you are not a victim of overthinking. You just simply think. And your thinking could be better. That's what it comes down to. So remember, it's not the quantity of your thoughts that's the issue. It's the quality of them. Start there. Start today.